Every time I'm in my ride, I look up in the sky, and all I see is bright lights. Writing hieroglyphics on the wall, coming from my dreams, searching on the internet, trying to find out what they mean. Yeah, these bright lights.
Hey, welcome to the channel. Thank you for coming by. We're back. We got some conspiracy. Epstein. They ain't even calling Epstein no more. We're just gonna call her Repsteins. For the reptiles is getting crunk and they're getting caught. So here we go.
Attention, player haters and overrated disbelievers of all kinds. I stand before you today 10 toes down as the bearer of bad news. Y'all done fucked up.
Donald Trump is the Wizard of Oz. He is the guy. It's a man, he plays Monopoly with real fucking buildings. This is a scary man. And he owns all these beauty pageants, Miss America, Miss Universe. Isn't that a bit like Michael Vick owning a series of pet stores? It's a fucking catch and release program for him.
Not Mike
This
Vick,
is a man
though.
who said, my daughter is hot. Even people in Arkansas went, that's fucking wrong. That's just way out of place. And that fucking hair, my God. I believe the hair is the Donald. I believe that's it. I believe the body is a maintenance system for the hair. He goes home at night going, we're home. Hey, fuck it, let's get out of here now. I'll fuck her, let's do this.
And this is the teaching that the Truman Show hides in plain sight.
What the fuck?
Nah, you don't find this suspicious? Follow me down this rabbit hole.
Truman's awakening begins when a star labeled Sirius falls from the sky between two pillars. Then there's the dome, the staircase, the all-seeing eye, and the grand architect. One of the Rothschilds was even...
That part. Why are the Rothschilds involved in this movie where they're projecting a fake reality upon us and they're just watching us on a TV show? I wonder if they're doing that for real. They just watching it all go down from their rich little castles.
a producer on the film.
Why?
So the question is, what message is being encoded here? First, we need to understand Gnosticism. In Gnostic cosmology, the material world isn't created by the true God.
What?
Instead, it's a prison created by a false deity called the Demiurge.
The what? A dragon?
According to this belief, the Demiurge traps divine souls in matter, keeping
Like
them
this?
ignorant through deception and control. The uninitiated live in ignorance, controlled by false narratives and false gods.
False
A
gods
fabricated
is
dome world.
crazy.
He's kept ignorant of true reality. In Gnostic terms, he represents the divine spark trapped in matter.
Does he?
Christoph, meaning of Christ, sits in a lunar command center, controlling
man-made
everything like a
moon.
god. He believes he's benevolent and is giving Truman a chance to live a good life. The Demiurge also believes his prison is paradise. She's the one trying to wake Truman up, breaking the rules to tell him that his world isn't real and he has to get out. Then there's Marlin,
This nigga.
his best friend who appears with beer every time Truman questions reality.
Mother-
In Gnosticism, the arc
That's the crazy part. He didn't even have a best friend, a wife. Nobody was there for him, for real, for real. He was just like part of everybody's entertainment.
Cons use intoxication and distraction to keep souls asleep and compliant.
Not spirit.
Truman's journey to break through the dome is the journey from illusion to reality. Another symbol used in the Truman Show is one we have all become much too familiar with. It's the Eye of Horus from ancient Egypt. It's the third eye of enlightenment, the pineal gland. It's the eye that looks at you through your phone's camera. And of course, what
what?
appears on the back of the dollar bill. Truman's programmed fear is water.
Like
His father's
motherfuckers.
staged drowning was created to keep him imprisoned. And what must he do to escape? Sail into Christoph's storm and experience the drowning he was programmed to fear, a symbolic death and rebirth. After his baptism into the mystery schools, he ascends the Freemasonic staircase of enlightenment.
This is what the elite believe.
13 steps, too, on them stairs or something. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. I can't count how many it was. Let's see. It's the same amount of steps on this Masonic step ladder. I don't know. It's wild.
By the way,
There's 16 total steps, but they are reflected in the
16.
water below.
he comes to the
16
wall.
steps.
As above, so below. And that makes it 32 steps, with his final step out of the door being the 33rd.
Like the 33rd Mason.
There's one more layer we need to talk about. You.
Follow me for part 2.
Superhumans are not a myth. We are real, and we are the new advanced humans. For centuries, they told you this was impossible, but we exist and we have always existed. My students are already ascending, unlocking abilities that most will never comprehend. Soon, this knowledge will be available worldwide, but by then my students will already be among the most powerful in the world.
Now look, I think some of them is just using their wind from their hand. They just, but I think some of them really got some telekinesis. And all of it is just controlling the energy around you. So that's even the wind from the gust of your hand actually using that chi. But yeah.
World.
There ain't no wind. No wind knocked all that down.
Oh, wow.
Not with that little push. That is chi.
No way. No way.
The Kai Chi Society is not just about learning techniques. You'll be joining a community where everyone supports each other, shares their progress, and celebrates breakthroughs.
His teachings have revolutionized and are actually effective.
I've been looking for a resource in where I can find things on telekinesis, and Kai Chi seems to be one of the more legit places that I've found that has these readily available for anyone to pick up and learn.
Hello, Senpai Kai. My name's Peter, and I believe that what is most inspiring about your work is that you're demonstrating in real time the actual development of human potential. And it's very exciting, and I respect the fact that you're creating your own system and that life has led you to these abilities organically.
Alright. So, since we gotta fight, like, these eating people as governments and all that, we're gonna need flamethrowers. We're gonna need people with Tai Chi. We're gonna need, like, all of it. Not Tai Chi, but, like, Chi Blast. I'm gonna need y'all to, like, be throwing Hadokens out there. This is wild. Check this out. This man built this. I don't want none of that. I mean, a traditional. That just looked like a straight sci-fi gun.
Listen here, Tony Stark. I don't know who the fuck your enemies are, but there is nothing or nobody in the world that needs to be hit with some shit like that. Niggas is getting obliterated on sight. What in the fuck? Nigga got a motherfucking plasma cannon. It looked like some shit off of Kids Next Door, but it sounded like some shit from Halo. Nigga, I am petrified.
It really did look like the Kids Next Door.
Hey everyone, I just wanted to quickly make this video to prove to you that we can no longer trust anything that we see with our eyes. We can't trust images that we see on social media. We can't trust videos.
How are we supposed to know?
We can't trust our friends.
What's real?
We can't trust the news. We can't trust
ain't
anything
out of sync
or
with
anyone.
lips or
So
anything.
be
He's
careful
just
out
controlling whoever's face he wants to control.
Nastiest shit.
That's why you gotta be careful with these apps.
Donald Trump, the president, had parties at Mar-a-Lago called Calendar Girls. Jeffrey Epstein would bring the children in, and Trump would auction them off. He measured the children and vaginas by entering and rated the children on tightness. The guests were elder men and included Elon Musk, Donald Trump Jr., and Ivanka Trump. What the? Mind you, this is only one thing that happened on this list, and there's.
Have y'all read the list? If you have, comment below. Let me know.
What is it? It was 3 million shit?
3 million files. They deleted that.
And
they forgot that one.
Y'all would auction off children. These are the people that are in office.
These niggas, they measured them with their what, bro? Oh my God, bro. No, this is actually like, no, this should be world shattering to everybody. Regardless of whether or not you were prepared for it or you're used to hearing this shit, this should light a fire in you that understands that your government is being ran. If you support this nigga, bro, when it came out, right, when Trump won, and niggas was like, oh my, come on guys, we can still be friends, it's just politics. No. If you support this bitch ass nigga after hearing that, I don't support no pedophiles. Gang.
Trigger warning on the word I'm about to say. It's like, yo, I'm reading this list and the word every single paragraph. pedophiles. These are the scum of the earth that y'all have let into this office
multiple times,
and that are leading this country.
If that is not enough for you to stand in opposition to every single goddamn thing that they do, nothing will ever be enough for you.
Nothing will. Elon Musk.
Elon Musk.
Trump low-key told us the lukewarm version of that when he was first starting, grabbed him by the.
Yeah.
He already told y'all he was doing that shit.
Facts.
He already told you.
Facts. Y'all should have took him out the office then.
If you don't, watch this real quick and we're gonna talk about it.
Stop! Hey! What the fuck was that, bro?
What'd you hear?
A nigga just talked to me.
What did?
On my mother's life,
He was saying it in his head.
He said, the number is number 3. Put on my head, nigga. What number was it? Bro, what the fuck?
Y'all see what part of his head that man touched? You see how easy it is for somebody to invade your psyche and manipulate your energy. I know this sounds so woo-woo, but you saw it. And I'm telling you, like, I feel like Kai has no reason to lie about something like that, especially not on his mom. That right there is why you shouldn't let just anybody touch you, especially on your third eye. Okay, friends, it is that serious.
Let's talk about what happened when Speed went to Botswana.
But I can't be a customer. This is my first time in Botswana.
We can make arrangements for you tonight, man.
Yes.
But these are...
Man, I Show Speed's little African tour was so dope. It was educational for real, like National Geographic worthy, because you just don't see that much. They either take you to the jungle, take you to like one little city and say, we're doing this little... Nah, he took us around. And the people reacted like the people. We got to see the people of those places. That was the best part.
Yeah, I know, but what if I want to buy a rough diamond?
No. We only sell rough to 2 customers.
And then maybe you can... Is that part of your contract? Y'all can only sell to those 2 customers.
That's part of the contract.
Fair enough, chat. Fair enough. I guess we can't buy a diamond here.
Why couldn't he buy
Yeah, because
diamonds?
people are like, what do you mean?
What do you mean you can't?
Monopoly.
The diamonds right there. Diamond trading in Botswana is heavily controlled by the government through Debswana Trading Company, Botswana, and Okavango Diamond Company. These are the only companies permitted in Botswana to trade in rough stones, and they only sell to pre-approved buyers that buy the stones in ranges of tens of millions of dollars through an auction system. These auctions are done 10 times a year, therefore it is impossible to come to Botswana and buy a single rough diamond or 2. For example, during the September auction period, ODC sold rough diamonds worth $150 million, while the July auction done by the Debswana Company sold diamonds worth $400 million. Diamonds in Botswana are primarily owned through a partnership of the government and some private companies. First one being the De Beers Group, and the other one being Debswana. If you look at how the structure is organized, pretty much they have a bunch of diamonds in Botswana. And to mine them, they have this diamond company, the Debswana one, where it's 50-50. It's a joint venture between the government of Botswana and De Beers.
So whatever diamonds they mine, they get 50.
Yeah. Like it'll be 50. They split like the proceeds, the revenue, and all type of shit. The De Beers Group is majority owned by Anglo-American, 85%, with the government of Botswana holding 15% in that company. So
what's Anglo-American? Anglo-American refers to cultures and people of British and English heritage in
the British company.
British mining company. For all of you that didn't know.
These materials are mined in Botswana by people who are from Botswana, usually the...
So I just made the biggest mistake probably that I've ever made in my life. Last night, couldn't sleep, looked at the files, started with documents, moved on to video, and my God, bloody hell. We're living in bloody hell. I had to stop because I can't unsee what I saw. In my life, I watched horror movies, not even close. Blood-curdling screams of young kids, the fear in these children. These people are the devil walking earth. The devil is on earth. It was horrible. Unaliving of children. The idea that they've been unaliving children, cutting up intestines and eating them, unaliving babies, violating, essaying these children. I mean, I've never in my life, if you had told me in my wildest dreams, I swear, maybe I'm naive. Am I naive? But if you told me in my wildest dreams that this kind of thing was happening in this country, or in, with the Vatican and all this whole circle of pain and power, I wouldn't have believed you. I wouldn't have believed you. There's no way I would have believed you. I said, there's no way. Full of shit. I had to.
You know what? If you watch these videos, the ones I'm making, there's other creators out there that make the same type of videos. It's interesting. You'll find out more than you would on the news, whether you want to believe the information or not. It's up to you to digest it. But yeah, I'm not even surprised. It's like, oh, I guess the rest of the world's finding out now. It's not like I told you so. It's like, good. I'm not the only one now. Y'all can't look at the conspiracy people weird now. You can, but now we just look back at you weird.
Go see for myself because I keep taking
like we always did
third-party accounts of this thing, and yeah, my solution is that whole government that's allowing this to happen. The leaders need to go. They need to be taken out of their positions because we can't trust them. Our whole system is being undermined. We're looking like the fool of the earth. Everybody's laughing at us, and we sit here and do nothing. This is my activism. But if people want to rally or do whatever it is, I'm in. Go to the Capitol, I'm in, because this is bad, man. I feel like ashamed to be human, and we're just letting it go. As I said before, if this was Obama, oh my goodness, what are we doing? Thoughts and comments below, please. I want to hear your opinions, because am I the only one that's feeling like this? And I can't even go look another human in the face right now and feel, I want to ask them, what do you think? What are we doing?
First time when we ever done it.
And this is what I'm saying. This video been out so long. Look how old this video are. And these kids was telling y'all that they was being weird out here.
But the first time when we done it, we had feared so much.
When you did what?
When you killed the baby, the first time. And
You killed the babies?
Yes.
You yourself?
With Papa. Papa holding my hand. He helped me. But he told me to cut the baby's head off. But he forced me to. I couldn't.
He held your hand?
He held my hand. Yes.
Like what? Show me.
So this is my hand on the nut. He put his big hand on, and he pushed my hand and then cut off the head, like that. And then when we got older, we got more used to it.
You don't get used to that,
But
baby
then
girl.
we understood. Then my mom, when my mom found
know
out
that.
about
I got used to it.
She told me that it's wrong to do this kind of stuff. So then but then me and Gabriel had still been used to it, but then we had understood that it's wrong.
And so, what your decision is?
And our decision, we had still a lot of fear in our head. But then when we read the book June, it said that fear is the mind killer. So when we heard that, we thought that it was true. It was not really true. But then after, there was a man called Abraham who came to help us. He said that it is true, that fear is the mind killer. And then after, he said we have to face our fear. So then after we faced our fear,
Look in the camera. The camera is here.
and then we after,
Camera is here.
and then after we faced our fear.
So what you decided?
And they had an airport somewhere. It looked like they just got through being traffic, you know.
And we decided that we should stop. Or then we should
Come,
stop
Gabriel, come
killing
closer to
babies.
Alice.
You can get paid a lot more than that. So how much do you want for it? Let's bid. I bid $500 for I'm prepared to outbid him anyway. Whatever I bid, he's going to outbid me. I bought about $60,000 worth of eggs. Yeah. If you have abortion, that's very valuable. Umbilical cord.
Y'all seen part of this clip, but you ain't seen the other half, like the Alex Jones commentary behind it. This dude look like Bram Stoker with the booty hairdo. Bram Stoker Dracula.
Placenta, even your period blood is so rich with stem cells. We regard it as waste, and it actually should be. It should be captured as recycled, and it shouldn't go to waste. It's life for somebody, and it's life for George Bush. No, the best eggs are 60 to 18 years old. Those are the best eggs. 16 to 18 year olds. Your eggs get weaker and weaker.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. So you may not be our top candidate.
No, that's fine. That was my business anyway.
That's fine.
And notice he slaps him around the pimp.
Anyway.
By the way, you women are like 30. I want 16-year-olds. I mean, folks. And then he did it with a huge medical facility. So understand, we ain't in 2026. We're like in 2050 and vampires run it. These are literal vampires.
And the young girl that is on record that he actually took his own child. He had a child with a 14-year-old. And he was taking the stem cells from that baby.
What if
I think
it
they
is
brought it to term maybe 8 months, I believe.
Yeah.
And then started taking the cells right
stuff's
from the
going
baby
on the way
and
it is.
injecting it into himself. He personally did it.
Well, that's why they kept it alive, they told. So he's milking the baby.
Yes.
I want to go to Peter Nygaard, who was convicted. And I'm not gonna, there's hours of him on TV shows so arrogant about it on his jumbo jet with obviously underage girls dancing, all of it, world leaders coming in, his clients, medical facilities in the U.S., in Canada, in his own personal island, much bigger than Epstein's, huge medical facilities. And it's true. Anybody that took biology, even in high school, you know, what is a white person? Well, white, blue eyes, white skin, that's recessive. Dark hair, black skin is dominant. That's the original gene coding. And it's strangely enough, it's the same in horses or cows or anything. And so, you've got a dominant cell line, and then if you impregnate a Central African woman, that's the strongest genes there are, with your genes, whether you're black or white, whatever, then your body won't reject it, it'll fully absorb it. This is on record. And when I say 100 times, they don't even know. It's exponential life extension. I mean, Nygaard was like 80-something years old, looked like he was 50, his body. He's in prison right now because he would get these black women pregnant. Reportedly, he bragged about it. He liked to do it personally. But most of the guys would just send their sperm and they would put it in a petri dish, get the egg, fertilize, and then they would put it in these black women, and then they would kill the baby at 8 months and take its bone marrow, its blood, everything, and inject it in Nygaard. He said all of this. And he was big buddies and had George Herbert Walker Bush as a client and others. So here he is with black supermodels trying to pitch them. They're all grossed out. But they would just ship in, and obviously the Caribbean's full of folks that, from Africa as well. But this is what they would do. And then that's in the new emails with Epstein at Zorro Ranch admitting surrogates and girls having babies that they then signed over. And then now we have the witness reports going back over the years saying the same thing. So it's all confirmed now. And that's all in this 3 million documents. Okay, so remember, all you hear about is Trump's guilty, he's involved, blah, blah, with no evidence. If he is, we'll go after him. My frustration is that Trump's not going after them for this. That's where he's guilty. No one wants to talk about that. So go ahead, Thomas.
It's like if I'm going to the grocery store, right? You have the heirloom eggs, and they're blue and yellow, and
exactly.
They have the most nutrients as opposed to another egg.
That's right. Black people, you're the heirloom egg.
Yes, exactly. They have the heirloom egg. You're going to get the most nutrients, and from their point of view, what they're looking for, that's what they.
This is disgusting. You're talking about black people like we nutrients and food. We are the origin. Y'all wildin'. That's all I'm gonna say.
They want, which is strange because even in these Epstein emails, he seems to really want to stay away from blacks when it comes to sexually. But I'm sure he knew the same information that Nygaard did, and
I'm not acting like I read 3.5 million documents. Just based on what I've read so far, I actually owe a lot of the conspiracy theorists I know an apology. GIB, it's very hard for me when it comes to the everything's connected people, because not everything feels connected. You'll have people who are like, it's all connected. It's all connected, all right? All of it. Jean Benet, 9/11, and the tiger that went missing at the zoo. It's all connected.
That's me. I'm gonna be 100. I'd be like, yeah, they tested out the AI on the black comic book nerd groups before the real public. So really it do be connected. They use testing groups. So when you think about where things trickle at testing groups and how they get to the masses, who hands it goes to, a lot of stuff is connected to make one thing go down. A lot of steps be involved to make things worldwide.
Oh wow!
What they hide? What they been hiding? Giants, giant people like in the Bible.
Beautiful. Look at this. There's the, there's the big toe, and the other 4 toes down to the small toe, down to the heel. What's fascinating about this is anybody that does a study of this will notice this piece sticking out here. It's like when you put your foot in mud and you pull it out.
Some people why would they hide that? Because it would kind of change history, because all the carbon dating and all the time frames. It'll just put things to different time frames. Watch what I post here. Give you.
Toes will lift up a little mud where your toes were, and that's exactly what seems to have happened here. This rough granite is just it's pulled up. This overhang here, it's spectacular. And I see that people have been visiting here because they've been leaving little coins here, which is wonderful. Maybe just come closer and show This is from more close up. Okay. Well, I don't know who else has filmed this, but I think we'll put this up for everybody to see, for everyone to really appreciate this is a spectacular bit of human history. There were giants on Earth.
People are. And then look up how old Europeans are. Let's do that. This is Google. It's not, Google wasn't made by a black person, so no one can say shit to us. So,
Africans are around 7 million years old.
how old are Europeans? We're 7 million years old. All right?
7 million
Happy birthday,
years old.
African. I don't know what day
Happy
it was
Black
on.
History Month.
How old are Europeans?
The genetic lineage of Europe mysteriously transformed about 4,500 years ago.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Okay, hold on.
You're
This is-
4,500 years
doesn't-
old.
wait, how old?
And we 7 million.
Well, African civilization was 3150 BC. I think this is a more complicated question. So,
Nah, it's
so
not
the
that
oldest
complicated.
civilization is from southern Africa, the San people from southern
The
Africa.
San people that look Asian, yes. The San people, that's where everybody's traced from. You can see the documentary, The Journey of Man, where this white guy, who's a geneticist, proved that. The Journey of Man, it's on YouTube. They even have a book. This white dude went out, so you guys will believe it. Blonde-haired white guy wanted to find out the origin of everyone.
There's another guy who did it too. He went to Tanzania. It's a white guy. It's called Born Too White. You should check out that one on YouTube. It's another documentary.
And they trace it back to those San people who are from South Africa, who have Asiatic faces. That is where Asian people have their faces from. The Asian look is African. It is not from China. It's from Africa. There are African tribes that have Asiatic faces. That's where the shit comes from. People come from Africa. Why are we surprised? There are albino Africans. You know what that's all I'm saying. So
Right. I think I was actually wrong. I think the whole 4.5 million, because I don't think humans were around millions of years ago.
We're a couple 100,000 years. We're oldest people. We're the oldest people.
Every scientist has been in agreement that Africans were the original humans.
Even though they're mad, they go, damn it. Every time they go to Africa, they dig up another bone. Fuck!
Right.
They made this discovery in Morocco in 2017 or 2018.
Is that Denisovans?
No, Homo
Which one's
sapiens.
that?
So it's called like the Jebel Irub site or something like that. But they were modern Homo sapien remains. They thought they were Neanderthal initially because they were so old.
How old were they?
They're 315,000 years old. That's kind of like the estimate. It goes up to potentially 360,000 years old. So they're super old. And yeah, they thought they were initially Neanderthal because of this age, but then they discovered a few more and they classified them as Homo sapien. And when I saw that, I was like, how is this not kicking up more of a fuss? Because before them, the oldest Homo sapien remains we had were around 200,000 years old. And that had been the case for like a decade or something. And before that, it was like 100,000 years old. So this discovery pushed back the age of our species by another third, like 100,000 years. So I saw that and I was thinking, like, how are we still basing our kind of idea of history around the fact that nothing happened for, 310,000 years and then everything happened in like the last 10,000 years since the Neolithic Revolution? I just thought that was odd because, we've been in this anatomically modern form for so long and yet we were being taught that nothing had happened until, the last 10,000 years, and that just didn't make sense.
Yeah. So basically, humans don't know how old we are. I think we looped over like 4 times. We probably have pointy heads. We've kind of mutated a little bit. There's probably different versions of men, all the way back to like dinosaurs. I just learned today that dinosaurs have been around. Like if this was a timeline of the history of Earth, dinosaurs take up like that much. We only been around like that much. So yeah, we don't know anything about history as far as how far back it goes and how old humans are and how long humanity's been around. Nah. But watch the show. Please like and subscribe. Maybe we'll find out some more. Thanks for coming by. Brown Hornet out. Bzzz.